Hey everyone, I'm Austin.
And I'm Mitch.
And this is Super Platinum Achievement. And PlayStation has announced their new VR, which we knew they would eventually, but we have all the details coming up right after this.
There we go.
First off, if you're new here, make sure you go and hit that subscribe button down there. We really appreciate it. It helps us out a ton. And if you like this video at the end, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. And also make your comment on why you like the video.
Yeah.
We like that as well.
Like
and then check out our giveaway playlist also to see if we're giving away something cool. If not, just stay tuned and we will be giving away something cool in the future.
Yes.
So we're going to jump into this recently announced news. As of recording this video, it was yesterday.
Yeah.
So whatever.
By the time it hits, 2 days ago.
Whenever
probably.
you decide to do things. PlayStation VR2 got announced, and we didn't get a look at what it is and what it looks like, but we got
numbers.
all the specs. So that's what we care about, and it is launching alongside a unique Horizon game, Horizon Call of the Mountain, and
we did get to see a little bit of that. Very little.
Yes.
But
So if you haven't seen the teaser trailer, go ahead and just you can check that out if you want, just to see what that looks like. Jim Ryan talks about it for a little bit, but we're gonna break down all the specs here. I have it all on my lovely phone. So I'm gonna go with the nice long descriptive title thing here. So, but the last PlayStation VR wasn't great.
No.
We've both used it actually, and after a while, you kind of got a headache. I had to get it off, a little bit like motion sickness. So, the way to fix that, more resolution apparently. Yeah. So they've upgraded the visual fidelity of this version dramatically. I think is now the highest out of all the VR systems. Yep. We will compare them in a bit at the end of this video, but we're just going to talk about the PlayStation VR2 right now. So the visual fidelity, for a high fidelity visual experience, the PS VR2 offers 4K HDR 110 degree field of view with FOV rendering, which is pretty cool. With the Oled display, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Mitch knows how cool OLED is now that he got the new OLED Switch and realizes the screen looks real good.
It does look real good.
The OLED display, with the OLED display, players can expect a display resolution of 2000 by 2040 resolution per eye and a smooth frame rate of anywhere from 90 to 120 hertz, which is crazy. So just keep in mind, it is higher than, obviously, so it's not quite a true 4K, but it's higher than a 2K resolution. So somewhere 3K, but they call it a 4K HDR still. I don't know. So the headset now has controller tracking on it, where the first one really did not. It used the light bar.
That's the reason a lot of people got headaches and got motion sickness, because the motion tracking wasn't great, and then you're using the DualShock 4 instead of actual dedicated controllers.
Yeah, so with
fixing all of it.
Yeah, with inside-out tracking, the PSVR 2 tracks you and your controller through integrated cameras embedded in the VR headset. Your movement and the direction you look that are reflected in-game without the need for external camera. So you don't need to have an external camera anymore, which was people you had to get that hooked up. You had to have a whole other system to plug into. It was a whole mess. So hopefully they kind of streamline it too.
More plug and play.
So there's a bunch of new Sentry stuff. They got the haptic feedback, all that stuff. I'm not going to go super into that. That's the biggest category. And they also included eye tracking. So, wherever you're looking, it's going to move with your eyes and not necessarily with your head, which might help with the motion sickness aspect for sure. Because, you can move your head and then move your eyes and the screen's still over here. Now it's going to move with your eyes, which is super cool. Super excited about that. I'm just going to kind of do a breakdown really quick of, like we said, the specs. So yes, the panel resolution is 2000 by 2040 per eye. So you got two of them. So maybe that's where the 4K resolution comes from.
Yeah, 2K per.
4080. We did the math. We figured it out. Yeah. We cracked the code. Yeah, panel refresh rate is 90 to 120 hertz. So for people who don't know what I'm saying, that's 90 to 120 frames per second.
Yeah,
that's really good. And that's going to help.
Nice.
That's going to help with the motion, all that stuff. Because now it's going to be super smooth. You're not going to see any jagged stuff like that. The lenses are all adjustable. Everything's adjustable. The field of view is 110 degrees, which, that's farther than you're technically supposed to be able to see, which is pretty cool. Like I said, you got all the motion sensors and stuff like that. and there's a headphone, built-in microphone, and
3D audio.
3D audio, which the other one did not have. So if you wanted to use a headset, it was very clunky putting a headset over it, or you had to use.
Not good.
Yeah. So we don't know what it looks like. We don't know if it's gonna be like a helmet or whatever it might be.
It's a pod.
Yeah.
It's a whole pod.
You're just gonna get in it like this.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to compare that with the current VR systems out there now.
The controllers.
Yes.
By the way, it's got dedicated controllers now, whereas the old one had the Move controllers they had to use, which, like what Austin was saying, with the camera, that's why you had to have the camera, because the Move controller was also integrated, and they weren't great. The Move controllers were never fantastic controllers, and it was either that for specific VR games or other games that you move around with. You had to use the DualShock 4, which that's the game I played Resident Evil 7 with that.
Yeah.
And I got a headache. I couldn't keep playing it.
I did that, and then in Drive Club with it as well. And after like one race in Drive Club, we're like, well, I'm going to go throw up in the corner.
Yeah, so you got free motion with these VR Sense controllers.
So what you're gonna, I think it's gonna be similar to what the HTC Vive kind of has, where it kind of straps over you and you can like move around and stuff. But so I'm just gonna compare them with the two most popular right now, which is the Valve Index and the HTC Vive. So the Valve Index, just to give a comparison of resolution, so Sony 4K HDR 2000 by 2040 OLED display. Valve Index LCD 1440 by 1600 2x display, which is a lot less. Refresh rate is 80 to 144. Once again,
that's really good.
Less to more, which depends on the game. Has a greater field of view as a 130, which I find odd, but you can't really see past that. So I think 110 is gonna be enough, because it's gonna be wrapped around enough of your head that you won't be able to be like, oh, I can see the seam here. So there's that. So yeah, the resolution and power there. And then the HTC Vive, which is the only other OLED, it's an OCLED is what they called it, but it's the same resolution as the Valve Index, as 1440 by 1600. Only 90 hertz refresh rate and 110 field of view. So this one, an HTC Vive Pro, is considered the top right now over the Valve, actually. And it looks like the PlayStation VR2 is better than that one.
Yeah, which makes us wonder price. It might be very expensive. Because
so, just to give an idea, the HTC Vive Pro, just for the headset, $600. For the Valve Index, for the full kit, I think that includes hand stuff as well, is $1,000. So where is Sony going to fall in on that line?
And you got Oculus Quest 2, which is actually one of the more popular ones right now because it's affordable.
It's $299 for that one.
$299, yeah.
But also, I could read the specs on that. It's an LCD screen of 1832 by 1920, so 1080p, not even 1080. Yeah, whatever. I don't know. 72 to 90 hertz refresh rate and the 110 field of view. So same field of view, almost the same hertz, way less resolution. So I won't say way less, but less resolution and not a nice OLED screen. So
yeah,
but that's $299, and it doesn't come with the
peripherals,
the hand controllers, which this one will. So yeah, we're worried that it's going to be pretty expensive.
Yeah, I'm guessing in the $600 range. Guessing.
$599 to $699 could be probably pretty realistic. It might, it's going to be more than maybe the PlayStation 5 itself.
Yeah, which is crazy, but we'll see. Maybe they're going to try and make it more affordable for people, but
because that's what they did with the PSVR, the first one. They said they are going to sell them at a loss at first, and then eventually, which that's kind of been Sony's business model, is sell their stuff at a loss. Eventually, they'll hit a point where they start making money.
First one was $399 for the PSVR?
I think so.
So, yeah, we'll see. We don't know when it's coming out. No time super soon, because we don't even know what it looks like yet. We don't know what these controllers look like. We'll see. I'm excited for it. I want to see more for it. But I mean, maybe VR is going to hit a new level and actually going to be more enjoyable to play here soon. But we'll find out. Or is it going to be another flop like the first one was? Well, I would consider the first one kind of a flop.
Yeah, and we will let you know when we know more about it, because that's what we do.
Yes, and if you want to know when we know, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Give us a big thumbs up if you like this video. Check out the giveaway playlist, and we sure do hope to see you again here on
Super Platinum Achievement.
Bye.